still do. I'm still very upset that Joe Biden didn't step down much sooner and only gave Democrats 3 months to defeat Donald Trump. I voted for Republicans and Democrats nonstop. And I've never been a Democrat my entire life. Not that there's anything wrong with being a Democrat or a liberal. I call out Democrats every single day. In fact, I did that today, talking a little bit more about Ilhan Omar. You are not capable of calling out what is obvious when it comes to Donald Trump and MAGA Republicans. And every single time I have a conversation with you, I guess that's what you would call it, a conversation, you're so hell-bent on winning a debate or calling yourself the winner, and then people saying, you destroyed him, instead of actually having a conversation. Now, another thing, Rob, I'm a radio host, okay? I do an actual show. Entertain, inform. My entire life is not, oh boy, I better prepare for this debate and I better beat somebody in this debate. That's not what I do, Rob. Now, I'm happy to have debates with people. I'm happy to have conversations with people, but that's not what I do. I do a show where I go over the news of the last 24 hours of the day, and when they ask me to go on panels like Pierce Morgan, or if they ask me to go on Cuomo's show or OAN I did the other day, I'm happy to have a 10-minute, conversation about the news while I might agree or disagree with someone, because I'm a very opinionated guy. That's what I do. But I don't vote for somebody just because they have a D next to their name, and I don't vote for somebody just because, I'm in some sort of political affiliation. So when you say I'm the most partisan person you've ever seen, that is laughable, and it is a joke. It is an absolute fucking joke. I am for border security. I am for capital punishment. I agree with Republicans on a number of different policies, and it's why, again, I voted for 8 Republicans in the midterms. So I am not a partisan person like you claim I am. That's number one. Number two, every single time I have these conversations with you, you're only criticizing Democrats. It's like you'll criticize somebody like me. All you do, you have Trump derangement syndrome. All you do is well, first of all, Donald Trump is currently the president of the United States. You didn't hear me talking a lot about Donald Trump for 3 years when Joe Biden was president. I did talk about him the latter year when the elections were going on and they were running campaigns. Mm-hmm. But you make the case that, well, you have Trump derangement. So Donald Trump is the president of the United States. Joe Biden is no longer the president. Now, if you want to blame Joe Biden for all the problems we have in this country now, that's fine. You can go ahead and you can do that, Rob. But I like to focus on the present, because that's what my radio show does. I focus on what's going on right now, what's in the news, like what's going on in Minnesota.
Trump's
going on in the news right now.
Trump's pardon. That's what's in the news right now? That's what you focus on. That's your go-to. That's your go-to. Trump's pardon.
No,
is that in the news right
true.
now? Is that the news right now?
So
no, it's not.
Well, yeah, it is actually.
You got 30 seconds. You got 30 seconds. Then I'll answer.
I'm on the clock. Okay.
Yes.
So what I did talk about when it comes to pardons was Donald Trump pardoning a drug lord and a guy that was responsible for bringing in so many drugs in this country. I did talk about that pardon because that was recent and that was in the news. In fact, I talk about the pardons of Donald Trump in his first year in office. Absolutely. Because he's the president of the United States. And these are fairly recent pardons. I still talk about the pardons of January 6th because Donald Trump constantly talks about law and order. Now, he's the current president of the United States.
Okay, there we go. You're 30, more than 30 seconds. So here we go. One, you said you're going to answer everything I said. You barely did anything. Instead, you went on a soliloquy about how you're not partisan. Being partisan doesn't mean that you're just Democrat or Republican. You are partisan in the sense that you are pro-establishment and you just fucking despise Donald Trump. And it is evident to anyone watching that your hatred of Donald Trump outweighs any sort of affiliation you would have with any ability to be someone that would be able to put aside that partisan hatred and bias against Trump to be able to evaluate things fairly. Secondly, the idea that you want to accuse me of being someone that's like, every time I talk to you, you only criticize. You literally came on the show as I was eviscerating Donald Trump. And every time I talk to you, what you want to do is we talk about a story and you immediately go, but Trump. And then when I point out, but wait a minute, you don't have the same sort of veracity. So just because he's the president, Tim Walz is the governor, where we see all of this fraud occurring. And your answer to that is, but Trump, but Republicans. That's your answer to that. Every single time. That's always what you do. We've painstakingly gone through.
Because the prior governor.
You can be quiet now. You can be quiet now. So what we've seen is we've painstakingly gone through the examples here tonight and every other time that this is what you do, that you just constantly pivot to, what about Trump? What about this? It was your initial reaction. You spread misinformation of the people that were Democratic operatives and Democratic journalists and pundits that were saying this place was permanently closed. It was bullshit. When I call it out, you instantly pivot to but Trump, but Trump, but Trump. That's what you do.
That's not what I did.
What you do every
Wrong.
single time.
Wrong.
Number three,
That's not what I did.
I noticed that you were incapable of answering the question I asked about if you had any ethical concerns with any of the investigations against Donald Trump. Not that you had problems with the investigation in that it almost helped Trump, but that you had problems that you thought, wait a minute, I thought this went too far. Number four, it is evident the way you kick and grind your teeth and fucking drag your heels when we talk about corruption of people that you supported, like Joe Biden. For example, the quid pro quo Joe thing that we're talking about here. No, you don't see the evidence that, oh, he asked to fire the prosecutor that was looking into his son. You're just like, nope, I think it was good, Republican said. Again, it's not a matter of Republican Democrat. It's a matter of establishment people and the people you support that are engaged in this corruption, and you're absolutely willing to cheer it
Who do I support?
Lastly,
Who do I
you
support?
talk about you hate Trump. That's what's actually
Who do I support?
At least
who do I support?
Let me finish. I'll tell you. It's not so much that you support someone. You, like everyone else that suffers TDS, aren't capable of actually putting forth things in the affirmative. Your entire political mantra at this point is pure hatred of Donald Trump. So this means there is no politician in the world that you would be unwilling to sacrifice to take down Donald Trump. That's why you're able to give this veneer of nonpartisanship where you say, yeah, I was against Hillary. Yeah, I was against Biden. But in real time, particularly with Biden, none of the shit matters. You don't engage in the same veracity against Biden as you would Trump. Then you try to put off this veneer, but I voted for Republicans, therefore trust me, I'm nonpartisan. It's a joke. Everyone can see that your real agenda is that you fucking hate Donald Trump. That's what you build your brand off. That's what you do. Just own it. Stop pretending that's not what you are and say, oh, no, it's not that. No, you can't respond. I'm going to finish. Lastly,
you're not done yet.
The idea that you say, hey, I don't debate. I'm not in it for wins and loses. I honestly, now I didn't say you were the most partisan person I've dealt with, but I will say this. I said you're very partisan. You're maybe the most partisan out of us. But this is true. I don't know that I've ever seen someone I've interacted with that has as low a self-esteem as you. You are incredibly thin-skinned. So much so that you're texting me when you're at America Face.
So now you want to get personal. If you want to get personal, then I'm going to go.
Okay,
if that's the way you're going to go.
See you later.
If you're going to get personal with me, with me about, hold on.
Yes, I am going to get personal. I'm not going to hold on. I'm going to finish my point.
You just said I have low self-esteem.
I'm going to finish my point. I'm getting personal.
You said I have low self-esteem?
I'm going to finish my point, right? You're the one, every time I've talked to you, you've gotten
personal. You are a fat.
See, there you go.
That's what
Things
you are.
Weight and stuff
you said
like
I have low self-esteem.
Yes, if you'd shut up, I'll give you I'm going to finish and give you a chance to respond. If you would shut up, I would do that. If you would,
why don't you show your tits, Rob? Show your tits.
Again, is that what you said to that woman that you allegedly bilked out $37,000? Is that what you said to her? Allegedly, as you were taking that woman's money? Is that what you said to her? Why don't you show me your tits? Is that what you said? Is that some of the alleged abuse that you gave to that woman? Is that some of it?
You went personal with me when you lose a debate.
You'll be quiet and you'll listen to my point. What I was saying is you made it personal when you said, I don't have to say that I win like you and blah, blah, blah. I'm only referencing that. I'm not insulting your relationships. I'm not insulting your appearance. I'm saying that I feel you have low self-esteem because what happens is you might not say I won the debate because you know you didn't. So instead you have this other way of being braggadocious. And that's when you say, Rob, right now I'm at America Fest and you're a fucking loser and I'm down here with all these people. And you continually call into my show and you continually bring up Andrew Wilson. Yeah, you're right. You're not saying you won debates because you lost. But what you're doing instead is showing that your ego has been damaged, that me and Andrew are in your fucking head. That's what you're showing. And so when you say, oh, I'm not like you, I don't need to say I won a debate. Brian, I've never seen, he left. I didn't ban him. I have never seen someone do this shit. I've been involved in tons of debates where people said I won, this person sucked, blah, blah, blah. I have never seen someone continually go to the lengths that go back over and over and over and over again and say, I'm so big, I'm big time, I'm so much bigger than you, sending me fucking text messages on my phone saying, Oh man, I'm fucking big shit. I'm down here at America Fest, and what the fuck are you doing? That's what I'm talking about. That's not me making it personal, talking about his image. That's not me making it personal, talking about his relationships, which he started with me. It's none of that. That's me. If you're going to say that there's something wrong with me and I have to say I won debates and that people have to say that, then I'm going to say there's something wrong with you and your low self-esteem that makes you keep coming back for more abuse over and over and over. That's the truth. And if you can't handle it and you want to throw a little fucking fit and say, but you're fat, blah, 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 I can't believe you're making it personal. That's one of the most benign insults that you could say to someone. I think you have low self-esteem. Oh, fuck you. You want to make it personal. I don't know what else there is to say.